Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living Weekly Live broadcast. Today is Sunday, November 13th of 2022. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet while making inspired changes, or let me say, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives that create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. Today's topic is about letting go of the old you. What do we mean by the old you? When we're growing up, we're like these pure beings that come into these physical bodies and we are born into this planet Earth, but we really are spiritual beings. And there is this whole process we get to go through of forgetting. Almost all of us go through forgetting who and what we were and where we came from and what this life is about, what this world is about. I believe we know all of that coming in, and then we have to go through a process of forgetting. And as we're forgetting, we're feeling this total disconnection and this questioning of where do I fit? Where do I belong? What is this world about? What am I here for? How do I secure a safe place for myself here, right? Because we are hardwired for survival and safety. And in doing that, we tend to we're trying to find our way. We're trying to find where we fit in. We're trying to find how we can belong and feel secure and not get left out and abandoned and left to survive on our own. So we're constantly trying to, find our place, find where we belong, who we belong, who are we? And the big question that I know was present for me as a child, who do I need to be in order to fit in and get along and have a tribe to belong to? One that would accept me and love me for who I am with everything, right? Because sometimes that feels like it's really hard to get at home with the family because the family's always telling us what we're doing wrong, right? And so we start to look other places for, well, what are we doing right? How can we do it right? How can I do what I think is expected of me in a way that's going to get me love and connection and give me a sense of belonging, right? And that was certainly the case for me. And I know, as life has it, that later I grew up to recognize that, boy, I'm kind of embarrassed about some of the things that I did as a young person and wish I hadn't done them. And, you know, grateful that I found a healing path where I could walk through and close a door and really find a way to be me, the deeper, cleaner, clearer, more authentic me, and feel good about that, right? To be something that I could feel authentically, powerfully good about. And so I'm not a huge fan of reliving the past for healing, but I am a fan of when you walk through those doorways and you recognize something new within yourself, that we make sure to purge those old energies and those old things, the templates, right? Because we're energetic beings and there's energy patterns that get written into our energy body that form templates and they make up our operating system of our human computers, right? And they're subconscious, lower level of instruction sets that we live by. So we have to purge that out, right? We have to get a full-on software or a machine level language upgrade, right? And operating system upgrade to our energy bodies when we make these shifts. So that's what today is going to be about. It's going to be about getting that operating system upgrade based on what you've left behind as you've walked through doorways to discover the truth of who and what you are. And I know most of you who come to these calls have been through many of those doorways already. So we're just going to do a little cleanup in the background. And well, let's go ahead and come into our meditation and healing circle, and then I'll share with you a personal story of how this came about in the here and now. Well, let's go ahead and come into our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. Here we are sitting in our circle, and let's bring everything to face the center of the circle. All of your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, your heart, your belly, all of your energy and focus and attention to face the center. And as we face this center, just imagine your source directly in front of you, as if you were having a heart-to-heart with God, with your highest self, with the Supreme Being, whatever language you use for that. Just let yourself be face to face and like in front of that mirror of light, if you will, that in front of that ultimate light body, who is the all-seeing, who is the all-knowing, who is the all-hearing, who is the witness. And just let yourself be present. And in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. As you sit in front of this pure divine light, let the radiance from that light fall on your skin and on all of your pores. And let yourself feel that light and welcome it into your body. Let it travel through your pores and through your sensory organs, and just let it travel all the way through, penetrating into your body through your skin and traveling along the electrical pathways of your body, your nervous system. Just let this pure divine light travel through you. And as this light travels through you, let it cleanse and purify anything along those pathways that needs to be cleansed. Let it, light is cleansing, light is illuminating, it's purifying. So just let it do what it does as it travels through. Just welcome that in through your pores. Let it travel through all of the electrical system of your body. And take a full inhale and draw it all the way into your vertical core of your body, that column of energy that runs through the top of your head and all the way through your body, along the front of your spine and through your base. And just draw all of your energy, all of the parts of yourself into that vertical core. And just let that light move through your vertical core and move through all of the parts of you. Light brings illumination and awakening. And in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, let's call on our source. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love. And just imagine this unconditional love streaming into the center of our circle. And let your heart center, that funnel of energy from the front of your heart space, let's let it face into the center of our circle and tip up slightly, and let that gentle waterfall of that unconditional love stream in and like catching it in a funnel, and let it flow through all the way into your heart. And let's take a minute with this and really let your heart be like a breathing portal, and let yourself breathe that unconditional love in through your heart center. And as you exhale, just let any of the tension or the clutter or those old stuck energies that hang out, cobwebs, dust that hang out in that heart space, just let those be cleansed with your breath as you inhale in that gentle water of unconditional love, And as you exhale, just let like the waves of the ocean rolling off the shore and back into the ocean and carrying the debris with it. Just let it cleanse your heart. You can put your hands over your heart center, give some gentle security to that space. You have these at the very center of your palms. You have these energy concentrations there, or many energy centers. You can connect those with your heart, which is a major energy center, and just let that connection of energy flow, kind of like a figure eight through your arms and your heart. You breathe into your heart center, and as you breathe in, let that unconditional love flow into your heart space. And just breathing into that. Again, breathe all of the parts of yourself and all of your energy into your central core, vertical core of your body. And as you exhale, let yourself lean back into your heart center, leaning back into your heart, into that vertical core where that light is vibrating and resonating through your core, leaning back and letting this water of unconditional love flow and fill that space as well. The pure divine light and unconditional love. And in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. Let's just feel this compassion. We all need compassion. We are beings of compassion. It is a part of the core makeup, the core substance that our spirit bodies are made of is compassion. And you are a spiritual being integrated into a human form, having a life journey on earth. So calling on that vibration of eternal compassion, just allow this compassion kind of rise up around you like a gentle ocean rising up from underneath you and supporting you and holding you. And just feel yourself supported, feel yourself held, feel yourself just wrapped in the nurturing, loving compassion. And as you inhale in, again, with that pure divine light streaming through the center of your body, that unconditional love pouring into your heart, let your entire body rest into this ocean of eternal compassion. Let yourself feel held and loved and nurtured and wrapped in these arms of compassion. And stay with that, breathing in that pure divine light, the unconditional love, the eternal compassion. Stay with that. And I'll share a personal story about what brought about this meditation for today. On Friday, last Friday, a very good friend of mine was my best friend in junior high school and high school. And we hadn't seen each other for a while, but when I moved home to care for my dad 5, 6 years ago, we reconnected and we've been hanging out and just, like we never left each other. The heart connection is still there. The love is still there. And just, it was like we grew together all these years and it's a beautiful thing. And she passed away on Friday, and getting that call was hard. And yet I know she's at peace. I know she's in a very peaceful place. I know she's in comfort. Her physical body had been struggling for some time with illness. And so I'm glad that she is in a peaceful place. But it was interesting because I was sitting in prayer and meditation after her passing, and actually have been for the last day and a half, pretty much. And really just sitting with her. And it was kind of like, I could feel her presence It was as if she was showing me from the other side some of the opportunities that I have for healing. And it was like, I was kind of getting some scenes into what things were like in those younger days and how we kind of, hung out in certain scenes and doing certain things that we did to, you know, be the cool kids and do what we were doing on our exploratory journey. And you know, I was seeing like, wow, some places in me that still felt like and still identified with that's cool and still identified with, hey, that's okay. That's kids being kids and that's, girls being girls and boys being boys and, and people being people. And there was a part of me that was still kind of feeling that, yay, isn't that special? Isn't that cool? Isn't that and then I started seeing the places where these different patterns showed up around different of my family members. And I was like, wow, no, it's not cool anymore. It's really not cool anymore. And in some of my, you know, loved ones that I care a lot about, the drinking to excess and stumbling and the, you know, and the BS talking that goes along with that and everything. It's like, I can see how it's impacting them and how they're still in that, yay, isn't this cool? Isn't this fun? And it's destroying their lives. For some of them, very much so destroying their lives. And I'm seeing that it's like, oh, I'm so glad that I am not doing that anymore and that I didn't allow that to destroy my life. And yet I'm seeing people who have like maybe of the age that should know better. And there's a way where my holding this pattern in my own being and still holding that part in me that says, oh yeah, wasn't that cool? Oh yeah, wasn't that fun? Even though it was very subconscious because it really not anything I am consciously engaged in anymore. It's like it was somehow giving permission for this to exist within my sphere and for this behavior to be present and carried out. And even though I have tried many times to help certain people in my family to not destroy their lives and to be more present with their children and all of these things, it's like holding that it's okay, it's cool energy in my field was not sending a solid message of this is not okay. It's not acceptable. It does need to change. I'm not willing to allow this behavior for you or for your children. And it really hit hard how I was holding that and, in a sense, not only allowing, but in permitting, but kind of welcoming that to be a part of the field. And so as I saw this and all of these old energies, really, I could feel them dissipating and leaving my field. And I could feel myself getting stronger and holding a firmer stance on what I believe and how much I care for my family and for, especially all my nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews, if I have many of those. Excuse me. And it really gave me that solid firmness about how important family is, how important caring for each other is, how important our actions are that we take toward ourselves and how they impact our loved ones, how important it is to, everything affects everything else. And there comes a time where we have to accept and acknowledge that and to really step up, to grow up and it's just all of that came just flooding through as I was sitting in this meditation with her, and I felt my mother's presence as well. My mother passed away 34 years ago, and of course, she knew my mom, and my mom knew her, and it was kind of like it felt like the two of them were sitting together and just helping me clear. helping me clear. And it's interesting. I know one of the last things that my mom, in one of the last conversations that she had, she wanted me to take care of my nieces and nephews. And, that was one of her parting requests to me, was to take care of them. And, um, and well, I'll be honest, transparent. These are the ones that need to hear the message. And these are the ones that I said, yes, I will. I'll look after them. I'll take care of them. I'll do whatever I can. And so I guess I want to dedicate this to them. And so I want to invite you also, if there is someone in your life where you feel like you're tolerating a behavior that maybe you once bought into, maybe you once thought was okay, was cool or fun or whatever, somehow acceptable for that age or for whatever. If there's a part of you that has moved on from that, but is still permitting it in your life somewhere with someone in your family, someone in your sphere, someone in your soul cluster, then I invite you in this time to offer a prayer or an intention for yourself and for your loved ones. And so take a minute and do that right now, and just imagine yourself facing the center of the circle, face to face with your source. And, again, standing before the witness who is the all knowing, who is the all seeing, the all hearing. There's nothing that we can hide. And that light is here to help us awaken to what is already known, but help us consciously awaken to what is already known. So make a prayer or intention for that. And then just connect in with your own inner self, your own heart, your own energy body, and just invite any of those places inside yourself that are still carrying that old energy. It can live intertwined and twisted in the intestines. It can live under the diaphragm. It can live in the heart. It can live, all different places in the body, in the subconscious mind, in the energy field. So wherever that may be living for you, just make an invitation to those parts of yourself, all of the parts of yourself that don't align with the truth inside yourself that you've uncovered and stepped into in your life. And just invite them. You can even invite them to come out of your field and sit in the center of our circle, this space of pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. And just let it sit in this space and just invite these places to be infused with pure light. The divine name, sacred sound for pure light is Nur. Ya Nur. Ya Nur is invoking the pure divine light. Let these places sit in that light. And I want to call on one of the divine names, one of the divine powers that we have used before. It's Ya Shahid. Shahid. It's Shahid. Shahid. And it means the witness. Right? And it's the one that witnesses the unity in all things. One that witnesses the unity in all things, right? Because, we don't need to go into judgment or separation about this is right, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad. Just be with what aligns with the truth of who you are now and what you want to be and to have in your life and in your sphere. Okay, this isn't to make it wrong. It's not to make it bad. It's not to bring up shame or to relive any past events, but to bring the witness to it is the witness who witnesses the unity in all things, the all-knowing, the all-seeing, that can really help us to understand and integrate all of the parts of ourselves to align with this central core channel of truth and light. So the divine name, as we call in the divine name Yah Shahid, brings in the power of the witness, which is a very healing power. The witness that witnesses the unity in all things. And just go with what you feel here. If you feel that there is a place that you need self-forgiveness or forgiveness of others, then call on those divine powers of forgiveness. Turn your heart to, just be open to forgive as this Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid. And if you're new to us, just know as you recite these divine names, these divine names are made of sacred sound codes that have meanings, and the vibration of sound that resonates from the sound itself. When you make that sound, it creates a vibration and it resonates at a certain frequency, and it, as everything is energy, when you speak something in a sacred sound, the energy that is produced by the vibration of the sound resonates at the same energy as the thing it names. So it's an invoking property, right? So when you're calling on Ya Shahid, Shahid being the witness that witnesses the unity in all things, when you're calling on the forgiveness, right? Which is Ya, let's say Ya Ghaffar. There are several names for forgiveness, but Ya Ghaffar is what forgives situations on the material plane, right? Ya Ghaffar. And that's another healing power, right? Another one of the divine names that is very healing. Just let your heart feel and really align with the forgiveness, align with the desire to release the what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, and just allow the wisdom of the light to heal and to cleanse and to purify and to illuminate, so that your being, your heart, your mind, and your soul can get a clear picture of what is real and what is true, and bring the parts of you that remain into a clear alignment with your truth as everything else is washed away. So let's let's do a recitation of those divine names. And let's call first on the pure divine light, Ya Nur, that is N-U-R, Nur, Ya Nur. Just invoking the pure divine light, the illuminating, cleansing, purifying light, Ya Nur, 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 Ya Nur. And just feel that pure divine light streaming in, illuminating, cleansing, purifying, and awakening. Light is awakening. Let's call on the divine name of Shahid, the witness who witnesses the unity in all things, no separation. Ya Shahid. Ya Shahid. And let yourself be a witness. And witness to what moves in your body, what moves in your heart, what moves in your mind, what moves in your energy field. Just be the witness. Ya Shahid. And hold your intention, your prayer, your asking for the healing to cleanse and purify any of the residual that does not align with the truth of who and what you are and what you know yourself to be. Ya Shahid. 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 And just allow the witnessing to move through you and to penetrate into your energy field, into your body, into your heart, and for whatever may remain within you of these old ways that you've left behind, just let them be cleansed, let them be witnessed, let the light come in and cleanse them. Just let it come into your body, let it move through your heart, your energy field, your mental body. Let everything be witnessed and cleansed and illuminated. And let's call on the divine power of forgiveness. I'm going to call on two powers of forgiveness. There is Ghaffar. There's a Gh in the back of the throat. Ghaffar. And then that's F-A-R. Ghaffar. Ghaffar. And that is forgiving the circumstances, the whatever happened, forgiveness on that level. The next one that we'll do is the one that integrates the teaching on the soul level so that there is soul level forgiveness and evolution. So first the Ghaffar, Ya 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 Ghaffar. This is forgiveness of the situations, forgiveness of the people, forgiveness of yourself. And the next one is Ya Ghafoor. Ya Ghafoor, which is more of a soul level forgiveness and integration of the teachings so that the soul can evolve. Right? That's why the soul came here, to have this earthly experience for its own evolution, enlightenment. Ya Ghafoor. Ya Ghafur. And let that come all the way through your being, all the way into your soul. Ya Ghafur, the divine power of forgiveness on the very deep, deep level. Let it move you. Let it transform you. Ya Ghafur. Ya Ghafur. Ya Ghafur. Ya Ghafur. Let your heart feel. It's like let your energy body feel these old energies dissipating and leaving your field, and let your heart feel the forgiveness, the even the integration of the teachings. If you're getting that awakening, that enlightenment, that insight, just let your heart be integrated and let it just bow. Let your heart bow in that reverence and that forgiveness and that gratitude, and just let your being be open to receive these divine powers and the gifts that they bring you. Ya Ghafur, 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 Ya Ghafur. Let's do one more divine power of forgiveness, and that is Afu, Afu, Afu. And there is, it kind of originates from down in the chest, the Afu. And again, it has that F in the center and then an oo. And the Afu is the one that really that really burns everything up and then blows away the ashes, which is what we're talking about here. All the old stuff, just let this Afu vibration, let it like originate from deep in the chest, the Afu. And it's like that center of your being, it's getting all the way into the core of your being, and it's excavating and blowing out everything out from your field, out from beyond your veils. Just afu, afu. It means that what burns it up, burns it to ashes and then blows away the ashes, so there is no trace, and any remaining wounds are cauterized and they're renewed, restored to back where you were before those wounds were ever inflicted. So this is really cleaning up everything and purging it out of your system, out of your field, and restoring your being to the way it was before any wounds were inflicted. But you keep the wisdom. You keep the wisdom, you keep the teaching, you keep the evolution for your soul, because everything else is restored and completely cleansed. That is Afu. Ya Afu. Ya Afu. Ya Afu. Ya Afu. Ya Afu. Ya Afu. And just take some breaths into your belly. You know, when we're going back into the past energetically, as I said, not to relive it, but just to clean up a lot of it sits in the belly, right? The inner child and that core um, place that you've grown from. So take some breaths into your belly and get some movement, some expansion and contraction into your belly and into your rib cage, into your diaphragm. And if your body wants to move in any way to help any energies unwind and release, then by all means give your body permission to move and to unwind and to flow with any of these energies, that anything that's going to help you to let them go and to let them leave your field. Just let your body have whatever movement and bring the sound and the breath and the vibration into your body to help these places within you to release and let go of any of those energies. Let your being be energetically reconstructed, right? As these old energies are releasing and these divine powers are coming in through this recitation, right? You're reciting Ya Shahid, Ya Nur. We'll start from the beginning. Ya Nur. That's the pure divine light. That divine power of light is moving through you. The divine light is moving through you as the vibration of your voice moves through you. And Ya Shahid, the one that witnesses the unity in all things, that is moving through you. Let it move through your body and let it really take hold into your cells and into your cellular consciousness as these parts of you are being released. Let these divine powers come in, illuminate the light, illuminate the unity in all things and the forgiveness. The forgiveness is it bows our hearts, just as forgiveness and gratitude bows our hearts, and it really elevates us. Forgiveness is one of the divine powers that really elevates our beings, really helps us to evolve into a clearer representative of spirit in form. So these divine powers of forgiveness, again, Ya Ghaffar, let that resonate through your body and let the meanings of it really take hold into your cellular consciousness. Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghafoor, Ya Ghafoor, Ya Ghafoor, that soul level integration. And Ya Afu, Ya Afu, Ya Afu. And that is that total releasing and restoration of your being. Ya Nur, the pure divine light. Ya Nur, Ya Nur, Ya Nur. Ya Shahid, the witness, who witnesses everything and knows the unity in all things, no separation. Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid. And again, breathe into your body in the places that feel like it needs it. Let your body move and unwind and flow. Ya Nur, Ya Shahid. And the forgiveness, Ya Ghaffar, forgiving the people and the situations and forgiving yourself. Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghaffar, letting that unwind, letting everything, all those old templates, those old written operating system, let all of that old code be purged from your computer system. Ya Ghaffar, Ya Ghaffar, and Ya Ghafoor, integrating the teachings at the soul level forgiveness. Ya Ghafoor, Ya Ghafoor, Ya Ghafoor, Ya Ghafoor. Soul level forgiveness even of yourself. Again, letting your heart bow and allowing your whole being to be elevated as you bow in forgiveness, forgiveness of yourself and others. And Ya Afu, Ya Afu, Ya Afu. That is burning up anything residual, burning it to ashes, blowing away the ashes, cauterizing the wound, and restoring your being to the space it was before the wounds were inflicted. But you get to keep all the wisdom, keep the elevation that you have earned, that you have gained, and forgive me for saying the word earned, I apologize for that, but that you have gained in your time here. You get to keep the evolution and the elevation and the life lessons and the soul teachings. You get to keep all the wisdom and restore your being to its pure state. Ya Afu, Ya Afu, Ya Afu. So let's take a minute now for gratitude and just let your being feel gratitude for what you've received. And I invite you to just again be face to face with your source as you express this gratitude. And anything else that your heart wants to express directly to your source, just let your heart just bow and open. And as it bows and opens, just let it be open to receive any other gifts or insights or wisdom that your heart wants and is there for your heart to receive. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Please help us to make no separation, be in love and gratitude, forgiveness, acceptance, understanding, illumination, wisdom of all that you have given us to travel through and to travel with on this journey. And I give gratitude, and excuse me, tears are coming. I give gratitude for everything that I've had the blessing and honor to experience with my dear friends on this journey. So I thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to end the recording now and open for the Q&A. Before I end the recording, let me give a message to those who are listening to the recording. I thank you for listening. You're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. Find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, sign up to receive reminders and replays. And when you do, you'll receive a free gift, 2 free gifts. One is a one-sheet reminder of the truth of who and what we are, what this world is about, why we're here to travel these journeys with these beautiful people that we get to travel with. And the other one is a guided meditation that you can download and use as a part of your daily practice to help you to connect with the pure divine light, the unconditional love, and the eternal compassion that is the core substance of your being, of who you are, what you were created to be, and why you're here. All reminders to help you to align with the truth and the love and the compassion that you are. We thank you for listening. I'm ending the recording and opening for the Q&A. Thank you very much.